Hi all. One of the questions that I'm getting at the moment is obviously the upcoming looming election and what that means for property. And the answer is, well, through a crystal ball, we don't really know. However, investments is very, very topical. So what we've found is that in the last sort of 2.5 years, we haven't had a lot of investors buying older or existing properties. Two reasons for that. Obviously, one is obviously the price, and then the rents, and then the yields. And the other one is obviously the interest deductibility rule, which we're now halfway through. So you can only be claiming that 25 to 50%, and then that's going to be shrinking, and then all of a sudden you won't be able to claim interest at all as an expense. Now, a couple of other things that are coming into play around investments as well is obviously around interest rates. So as interest rates go up, obviously there's more of an expense for investors, and obviously yields come down. So if they're wanting higher yields, the only way they're going to do that is if the purchase price comes down. Now, back to the election. Current government, okay, they have implemented interest deductibility. It's a no-go. National have turned around and said that they will come back. Obviously, the Bright Line test, which is basically a capital gains tax for property investment. It was 2 years, moved to 5, it's now 10 years. Again, National have talked about potentially bringing that back down to 5 and 2 as well. So a lot of investors calling me at the moment, kind of, what do you think? Okay, so what do I think? Again, crystal ball gazing, but I think that if we don't have a change in government, potentially investors will decide that they may want to sell their investment, because obviously with high interest rates, can't claim the interest, it may not work for them financially. What does that mean? It means that we're going to have a lot more supply. At the moment, we're really low on supply. We're going to have a lot more supply hit the market. Supply and demand, more supply hits the market, takes over demand. What happens? House prices come down. If we do have a change in the market, and National bring back the fact that you can claim interest as an expense, and they do bring down that Bright Line test, what we might find is that people hold property, which means supply will still stay low, which it is currently. But also what we might find is that investors may come back and start looking at investments. So that's sort of my take on the election looming. Again, who knows which way we're going to go. It seems like it's going to be a tight race. But there are a few implications when it comes to real estate around what potentially could happen if we have the government that stays in right now, or if we have a change in government. Hope that helps. Cheers.